Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Jessica. Today I am finally sitting down to film my Empties and Spendies update. This is normally a video that I try to do every other month, but things have gotten away from me. So what you will be seeing today are all of the products that I have emptied over the past several months. So I think this is going to be March through July. So we have March, April, May, June, July, 5 months of empties here. And surprisingly not like a huge amount of empties for such a long period of time. And then I also have everything that I have spent money on in the beauty category during those months as well. So I will be showing you everything that I have used up in the categories of hair, skin, makeup, and body care over the past 5 months. And I also am going to be telling you the value of what I spent on each of these items, or what value I can estimate that they have, and then I'll be adding that all up and letting you know my total value that I've used up and my total amount that I've spent over not only this period but over the course of the year so far. So if you're interested in seeing all of those little mini reviews and also what I have spent my hard-earned money on during the past few months, definitely stay tuned. But if you're new here and you would like to stick around, please consider subscribing to my channel and go ahead and give this video a quick thumbs up before you forget. It would help me out so much, it means so much to me, and I appreciate you all just so much for being here. So let's jump into this video and have some fun with Empties and Spendies today. And today we're going to start off with the empties category. So first, let's start off with the hair products that I have finished over these past few months. I have 2 products from Prose. Prose Beauty has been a staple for me over the past year or more, and I really do enjoy what it does for my hair, so I'm just going to stick with it. It's just convenient, it's easy, it has good ingredients, it's custom for me, and I've been enjoying it. So I did finish up one of their custom leave-in conditioners as well as the custom shampoo. The leave-in conditioner had a value of $29.75, and the shampoo also has a value of $29.75. My hair empties for this update is $59.50, which brings my total for the year up to $178.02. Next are my makeup empties. First empty is this translucent setting powder from One Size Beauty. I love this powder. It's a very large, generous portion. There was, let's see how much. There is 34.5 grams of product in here, or 1.2 ounces, and I purchased this last year at some point. It lasted me a long time. I want to say it lasted me at least 6 months, maybe longer. So definitely a good value, and I believe I got this for a slight discount on Sephora. Although I wasn't quite sure what that discount was, but I always buy things at a discount. Maybe they're having their VIB sale or something like that, or I have a gift card. But I just went with the online price, which I believe to be $34. So that's what I put as a value for this powder. And I definitely would repurchase this. In fact, maybe I did in one way or another. We'll have to see. But it's very blurring. It is a nice translucent color. It is very finely milled. I really liked it. If you are following my Project Pan, you know that I finished up this foundation a few months ago. This is the Sephora Best Skin Ever foundation. This had a value of $20, and I love this foundation. I thought it was a great foundation for the price. It lasted very well throughout the day. It has a lot of different color choices, and this was a great color match for me. I had the shade 17.5N, and I really enjoyed painting this foundation. I also finished a concealer. This one's from Clinique. This is their Even Better All Over Concealer, and I really liked this concealer. It wasn't my favorite concealer ever. It wasn't like the most pigmented concealer ever, but I did enjoy it, and I got this one for half price during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale, so I just paid $16 for this very high-end concealer, and I enjoyed that one. I also finished up one of the Benefit Give Me Brows. This has a value of $26, which it just blows my mind how expensive this brow mascara is, but you know, that's Benefit for you. They are known for their brow products. They have great brow products, but I just don't love spending that amount of money on a brow mascara. So it's not something that I purchase regularly, and it's probably not something I would purchase again unless I get it for half price through Ulta or something like that. But I do enjoy it. I've gone through several of these in the past, and I use the shade, I want to say 4. I'm not sure. It's all worn off. There's nothing left as far as print goes on this packaging, but they do last quite a bit of time, and they are a great brow for like filling in fibers and setting your brow. So, you know, $26 is not cheap, but at least I enjoy the product. I went through one of my favorite liquid eyeliners. This is from NYX. This is the Epic Ink eyeliner. I have used many of these over the years, and I will continue to purchase them. I have never found anything better, especially not at this price point. So this I spent $8 on, and these last me a good couple months. So I will continue to repurchase these over and over and over again, probably until they discontinue it, which hopefully is never. And I also finished up this roll-up pencil eyeliner. This one is from Ulta Beauty. This is their charcoal gray eyeliner that I panned in my project pan, and I think it was, well, no, it might have been Deca panning. Either way, I originally bought this to use as a lip liner for our grayscale makeup look that we did on Halloween several years ago, and it was finally used up as an eyeliner. I actually really enjoyed using a gray eyeliner. It's like a little bit more subtle than a black. Worked really well, especially for day to day, and I finished it up in Deca panning. So this had a value of $9. The total value of my makeup empties for this update is $113, which brings my total for the year up to $165.50. Now we are getting into my skincare empties. So the first one is from CeraVe. This is their hydrating facial cleanser. I've gone through many of these as well, and I just saw on Ulta's website that they recently came out with a refillable pouch that you can fill up this packaging with. So I was very happy to see that, kind of reduce waste just a little bit. This hydrating cleanser is the biggest size. It's 16 fluid ounces, and this one has a value of $12.17. I probably got it on some kind of discount. It's normally a little bit more expensive than that. But this will last me several months, and it is my ride or die holy grail cleanser. Very simple ingredients, very gentle on the skin, and I will continue to purchase it forever and ever. I also finished this ginger melt oil cleanser from Peach and Lily. I absolutely love an oil cleanser, especially in the shower. It is just so quick and easy to use. Does a really good job of removing my makeup, and I really actually enjoyed this one quite a bit. It had a slight fragrance to it, but nothing too bad. I typically like to use fragrance-free skincare products, but for something that's just going on for a few moments to remove my makeup, I don't mind a little bit of fragrance in products like that. If it's something that's sitting on my skin, soaking into my skin, then I really try and keep it fragrance free, but didn't mind the fragrance in this one, and I actually quite enjoyed the experience of using it. I love the packaging, love the color, really enjoyed going through this product. I believe I got this at a discount. I paid $19.90 for it, but I think it's a little bit more expensive than that typically. So if it goes on sale again, maybe I'll pick it up again. I just love oil cleansers in general, and I need another one. I don't have any right now, and I'm kind of missing that in my routine. I also used up this e.l.f. Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm. I've gone through many tubs of this as well. This is what I'm currently using to remove my makeup, and you know, it's a ride or die. I love it so much, but the oil is just a little bit easier to use in the shower. Just I can pump it right out. I don't have to open it and scoop it out, and you know, it's a small little step, but I just do enjoy the oil just a little bit ever so much more. But this is so affordable. This tub here, I believe, is the biggest tub they sell. I paid $15.41 for it, which I do think is a slight discount from what it normally costs, but I love it. I believe it's fragrance free. It's really gentle. It does a good job of removing the makeup, and it's really cheap. So I love this one. I haven't found another one that compares to this one, at least as far as the value goes. I used up this SPF from Face Republic. This is the Full Bloom Sun Tint and SPF 50, and this has like a nice little pinkish tint to it, which really offers a nice kind of flush to the skin. I did not purchase this, but it was gifted to me from Sarah Rose Beauty here on YouTube, and she sent me a bunch of skincare products, and I absolutely fell in love with this product. It feels so nice on the skin. It has a great sun protection as far as the SPF goes, and I actually put this in my Amazon cart after I finished this one because I didn't want to forget about it. I would repurchase this. It has, I think, like only like 18 bucks. I put a value, oh wait, $25 on this one, but I think it was even cheaper for sale on Amazon when I looked at it. So a really good product if you're interested in trying a new sun tint, a new sunscreen. You could even just wear this by itself. It looks good under foundation as well, but it does add a nice little kind of flush to the skin without adding a lot of coverage if you were interested in something like that for the summertime. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Really, any time of year, would definitely recommend this one. I have two little mini products from Clinique. I forget how these came into my life, but I don't think I paid for them. They were just like, maybe like a friend gave them to me. I really don't know, but they're like these little like travel size deluxe samples. And I have the Clinique Moisture Surge, which is a moisturizer, which was great for my travel bag. That's where I lived, was my travel moisturizer. And I love Clinique products in general. I have since I was a little girl. You guys know that was like the brand back in the day, back in the 90s, and I kind of long for those days a little bit. So this Surge Mini has a value of $15, which is pretty great that I got that for free. And then of course there's a little sample of the Take the Day Off cleansing balm. This is probably my favorite high-end cleansing balm, and I've purchased it quite a few times, so it was nice to get a little travel size of it. And this has a value of $7.50. I also used up this deluxe size sample of the Supergoop Glow Screen, and this was fun to experience, fun to try out. It has SPF 40, it has a nice little tint and glow to it as well, and it's not something I would purchase because it's a chemical sunscreen and it's expensive and it's just like not really my vibe. I'd much rather buy a cheaper version of something like this, but I enjoyed it. It was nice to use up. I used it in my project pan, and this little sample size of 10 milliliters has a value of $7.60. And last, I have this little empty box here. This is from Mixsoon, which is a Korean skincare brand. This is their soybean milk pads. So this came with 10 packets inside of it, which in each packet had 3 individual sheets, which mostly you just slap on your skin as like a face mask. You can kind of move them around. It's kind of an interesting way to do a face mask, but it had a really, really good product in that face mask. So I did really enjoy this. This was another gift from Sarah, from Sarah Rose Beauty, and this has a value of $16, and it was very deeply nourishing and hydrating on the skin. I really enjoyed using those pads. The soybean milk has a few different avenues you can deliver with from this brand. They have like a toner, a face wash, and I really enjoyed these little like skincare, like face mask patches. That's kind of what I would call them. So a nice hydrating, luxurious experience for the skin. I really enjoyed it. So that brings my skincare empties total for this update up to $118.58, and my total empties for the year in the skincare category is $145.58. Last category for my empties is body care. Let's start off with this little mini deodorant that I finished. This was like a little travel size deodorant that I picked up from Target from Native. It is a candy cane scent, so that lets you know how long I've had it. Back in like November, I probably purchased this, but it was in my travel bag for a long time, and it was my travel deodorant. Finally emptied it out. This has a value of $3.19, and I really do like Native deodorants, but I've switched over to their unscented version. But this was great. You know, it works very well for being a natural deodorant. I also used up some hand soap from Trader Joe's. This is the Red Currant scent, which is a scent they have around the holidays, so this one lasted me quite a long time too. Their hand soap is such a great value. This thing was $2.99, and it lasted me a good 6 months, which maybe I should be washing my hands more. I just don't have a lot of like guests that come over here, and I think I also refilled it with water just a little bit to stretch it a little bit further. So overall, you know, it's a great value. And last, I have 4 boxes of this Dove Sensitive Skin Soap. So this is what I've been buying in bulk. It's unscented, and I have been using it every single day in the shower. I've been going through it, as you can tell. And I wasn't always including my body soap, but I was including it in my purchases, so I better be including it in my empties to kind of balance it out. And with the amount that I purchased, and I think I used a coupon, these bars of soap came to $1.50 each, so the 4 of them together have a value of $6, which brings my empties value in body care up to $12.18, and for the year we are at $39.56. So in total, the value of all of my empties from March to July is $303.26. And for the year, we are up to a value used up of $528.66. Moving on to all the things that I have purchased during the months of March to July, let's again start with the hair category. So back to my Prose subscription, I have a few products here from Prose. Since I had finished my leave-in conditioner as well as the custom shampoo, I repurchased both of those, but this time I decided to go with the fragrance-free versions, which is just fine. I haven't missed the fragrance whatsoever. I also purchased a new custom conditioner. This is like, you know, the conditioner you use in the shower, where this is the leave-in conditioner you use after the shower. It also serves as a heat protectant, which works really well and very important for my hair. I also purchased a new custom curl cream because I was running low on my other curl cream. I haven't been wearing my hair wavy as much lately, but I like having a curl cream for when I don't want to blow dry my hair. And then I also purchased this custom hair oil from Prose, which is the first time I purchased this, and I just needed like something, you know, a little hydrating oil for my hair, and I've really been enjoying this, and I know that this bottle is going to last me forever. I've only used a little bit since purchasing it several months ago, just a few drops at a time, so even though this was kind of expensive, I know it's gonna last me a long, long time. This hair oil was $41.65. A big price tag, but it's gonna last me probably a year or more. The shampoo and conditioner are $29.75 each. And then the custom curl cream is $27.20. And the leave-in conditioner, $27.20 as well. And the last product in my hair category that I purchased is this No Yellow mask from Fanola. This is a conditioning mask that you put into your hair that's bright purple, that kind of reduces the brassy tones in blonde and bleach treated hair, which I am enjoying these days. So this just helps to keep the brassiness away. It helps to keep my blonde nice and bright. And I had gone through a bottle of this like a year ago and never repurchased it, and my hairstylist could tell. She was like, your hair is really dark. Are you using the Fanola? You need to be using the Fanola to keep your bright blonde color. So I repurchased this from Amazon. This giant tub here has a value of $27.99, and this should last me probably a year or close to a year. So in total, my spending for hair for the past several months is $183.54. which means in total for hair, I have spent this year $270.24. Next category is makeup, my most fun favorite category to talk about. So I repurchased this glitter primer from NYX. I had one that had broken packaging, and I used as much of it as I could before it really got quite dried out and gunky. So that'll be in my next Empties video. I just haven't included it in this one because I was still kind of using a little bit of it. But either way, I repurchased my favorite Holy Grail glitter primer from the drugstore. This has a value of $5.20. At least that's what I spent on it, which I always try and purchase things from NYX from Ulta when they're doing like a buy one get one, or like buy and save more, where you like, you know, buy two get one free or something like that, some kind of deal like that. So love NYX products, love this glitter primer. I use it every single day that I'm wearing a shimmer eyeshadow, which is mostly every single day that I'm doing my makeup. I also picked up another one of my favorites, the eyeliners that I love, the Epic Ink Liquid Liner. This I paid $8 for in the shade Black. We'll continue to purchase it again forever and ever. I also purchased from Ulta this Milani Keep It Full Plumping Lip Gloss. And this is a really pretty shade. It's the shade Hazel. And I just wanted something that could live in my purse, that was hydrating, that I could throw on to add just a little flush of color. And I actually really have been enjoying this. I didn't need any lip products, but I was just like in the mood to try something new. This one I paid $12.79 for, and I really am enjoying it. They come in lots of different colors, and I would recommend trying it if you're looking for like a plumpy little swatch of hydration and just a little flush of color. So I'm gonna actually swatch it for you so you can see. It's very subtle. There it is in the swatch. How pretty, how natural, perfect for every day, and it just lives in my purse, and I've really been enjoying it. So would recommend trying something like this out if you're interested, and for the price, you really can't beat it. Because I finished my other One Size Beauty translucent setting powder, I purchased another one from One Size Beauty, but this is a little mini size because I wanted to try their Ultra Pink shade. This is like that bubblegum pink setting powder that is like all the rage these days. It's supposed to be very brightening under the eye, and I've only used it a couple times, but I really have enjoyed it. I mean, it's the same very finely milled blurring powder that I love, but I don't know how much brightening the pink is really doing for me. I think my skin tone might be a little bit deep to enjoy that kind of brightening from this color. Either way, I'm going to be using and enjoying this. I'm glad I bought the mini size to just try it out, and this mini size put me back $19, and I got it from Sephora recently I used a gift card to purchase it. So that was a fun way to kind of try out something new using my gift card. Also with my gift card, I purchased a new foundation, one that I've been wanting to try for a long time. This is the House Labs foundation, Lady Gaga's line at Sephora. I ended up going with the shade 145 Light Cool. I went into the store to try a few different shades that I thought would be close to me to really find the best match, and this one was the one that I determined would be best for me. It was during like the springtime I tried it out, which my skin really doesn't tan that much throughout the summer because I'm using like a lot of sunscreen. So this should last me for the entirety of the year. It's a very full coverage foundation. I haven't even tried it out yet, but I'm very excited to. I need some full coverage right now because I've been getting a lot of discoloration on my cheeks. I'm gonna call it melasma. I already had it before, but it really has amped up since becoming pregnant, and now it's like really quite prominent on my cheeks. You can kind of see it through my foundation now if you really look closely. But it's a thing, and it's not the easiest to cover. And the foundation I'm using right now is pretty medium coverage, and I really have to go over that area with my concealer to really cover it up the best I can. So I'm excited to see how this does in covering my melasma, and I'm hoping that it really kind of just makes it disappear until I'm able to use beauty products or skincare products again that will help to lighten that melasma that I have developed during this pregnancy. But you know, totally worth it. Happy to have a little bit of skin patches, you know, a little badge of honor to show that I'm carrying my new baby. So, you know, not the biggest thing in the world, and I'm just really excited. I've heard great things. I've heard it lasts beautifully. I've heard it has wonderful coverage, and I can't wait to try it out. So very, very soon I'll be jumping into that one. This one is expensive. I also purchased this with my gift card. My husband gives me a Sephora gift card every Christmas, so I was happy to spend it on a foundation that I was very excited to use, and this one I spent $49 on. And last, since I was getting a setting powder in like that bright pink color, just in case I didn't like it, and you know, just something to kind of be more fully functional for my regular life, I decided to pick up another translucent setting powder. This is the Sephora brand. This is their 12-hour setting powder. I've never tried this one from Sephora brand before, but I really do typically like Sephora brand products. I think they are really good for their value, and they're always on like extra 30% discount during the VIB sale and stuff like that. So this one I spent $15 on. I think it was like on clearance, so I hope that doesn't mean they're discontinuing it. But either way, I haven't opened into it yet. I'm sure it's gonna be fine. I'm not very picky with my setting powders. I feel like the market is pretty flooded with them these days, and pretty much all of them are very good or decent. So I think $15 is a really great value for this amount of product. There is 15 grams in here. This should last me at least 6 months, maybe even more like 9 months. So I use a very little amount of setting powder. I just use it under my eyes, maybe on my T-zone if we're really getting crazy. But I think this one should be a good one. If you've used this one, let me know in the comments what you think about it. So in total, my spending for makeup in March to July was $108.99. Technically, it was less than that because I spent a gift card on it, but we're just gonna keep the value as it is. And in total for makeup during this year, I've spent $170.99. And for some reason, this last category I put all into skin, which is normally what I consider my facial skin, but two of these products really are more of a body product, but for some reason I lumped them in with skin, and I'm not going to change it right now because then I'd have to make a mess of my little notebook here, and I don't want to do that. So for the skin category, let's just keep it as it is and talk about what I purchased for that category. So I purchased another one of the e.l.f. Makeup Melting Cleansing Balms. Again, love it. Repurchased it so many times. Again, this is their largest size. I paid $15.20 for this, and I've already used about half of it, so it's something that I'm gonna have to purchase again very soon. It's actually more than half that I've used up, so that will be getting purchased probably right after I film this video. I have a few things from Ulta I need to pick up. I also picked up, well, as you guys know, I am pregnant. I am 26 weeks today, which is 6 months. I'm just about to enter my last trimester, my third trimester, which you hear debating things. Some people say the 27th week is the third trimester. Some say the 28th week. Either way, we're getting there, we're growing. The belly is starting to bump out quite significantly. So I decided to get some products to help with my growing and stretching skin. I purchased this bio oil, which I have gone through before. This is a really moisturizing oil, and I put this on after the shower, and it really just helps to keep that skin moisturized. And then on the same vein, this was recommended to me by some pregnant mamas. This is the Burt's Bees Belly Butter. So it's specifically formulated for pregnant bellies. It has shea butter and vitamin E, and this is just a little bit more nourishing and emollient than the oil. So I've just kind of been alternating them depending on what I'm in the mood for, and I've really been enjoying both of them. This bio oil I paid $21.99 for, and then the stretch mark cream I paid $13.29 for, which is not called stretch mark cream, it's just called belly butter. I don't know why I wrote down stretch mark cream, but either way, I think this is a really good value actually for what it is, and I've gone through a good amount of this already, so been enjoying it. I'll continue to use it as my belly continues to stretch, and hopefully we can avoid some stretch marks, because I have avoided them so far. My skin's already pretty stretchy because I'm like, you know, kind of like a mid-sized girly. So even like my belly button has like not popped out. I don't think it will pop out. I have a very deep set belly button because of just the amount of body fat that I already have. So I don't think stretch marks are going to be a huge problem for me, knock on wood, but I've also been using these like on my breasts, on my thighs, on my hips, just to encourage that nice stretchy skin so we don't get, hopefully, more stretch mark scars. I already have a few just from being a woman, from like puberty and things like that. They faded quite a bit throughout the years, so either way, you know, stretch marks are none, not the end of the world, but let's just do our best to take care of our skin and hopefully get through this pregnancy relatively stretch mark free. We'll see. I'll let you know. I'll keep you updated on that one. So in total for skincare, I spent $50.48, and that means my skincare spending for the year is up to $146.66. So my body category for this update is $0, even though I definitely could have included these two in body. I don't know why I didn't. I'm not going to change the numbers now, but my body category is still staying at $88.83. So that brings my spending total for these past few months, March to July, to $343.01, and my spending for the year in all of these categories comes to $676.72. So I have spent a little bit more than the value I've emptied. Again, my empty value is $528.66, but I expect that I should be able to catch up with those numbers in the next update. I'm going to try and film another update probably in like early October or late September, and I really don't need to purchase a lot in the time that should be coming up between then. I have a few things from Ulta, like just like another brow mascara, another makeup remover. I think that's pretty much it, and I don't intend to spend anything else. I'm pretty stocked up on hair. I'm pretty stocked up on skincare. I think I should be good. So we'll see how I catch up. My goal is always to use up more than I spend. Just tracking it and being conscious of it helps me to keep everything in check and to keep my spending low, which is ultimately my goal, to, you know, just be budget conscious and use what I already have instead of buying things that I don't need. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you did in some kind of way. You can give this video a quick thumbs up. You can leave a comment down below. You can subscribe. Whatever you do, I appreciate you all just so much for being here and watching this video. It means so much to me. I'm sending my love out to you wherever you are in the world that this video finds you, and I hope you're doing well, and I cannot wait to see you in my next video. But until then, please take care. Bye.